So I'm not going to open any of the windows. I'm going to sit at the door in a moment. So I'm actually going to sit at the door in a moment. A lot of these trees are blown down. I'm shaking because I'm just that cold and I'm wet. Hopefully I can explain it a lot better. So it took a lot of the trees down. And that door there, wow, I've been sat at that door there. Trying to, and wind's that strong, it's just blowing it open all the time, and the door doesn't lock. So, you know, so that's it. I'm going to sit at the door. So what I'm doing is, I've got my back at like this, and I'm like this all the time with all my weight on the door. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just got all my weight on the door and I'm holding it. I've been doing that for about 3 hours, so I'm quite knackered, quite tired. And I'm feeling a lot better now. I've managed to get up because I actually put a chair out where the door is to sit on it and just lean on the door. And like I said, we got hit. So we've been hit with this typhoon quite bad. And when it's all over, I'll try and do a video. So like I said, we've had nothing to eat. I actually want to go outside, but I can't go outside because it might blow the door open. And it's calming down a lot. Wow, it's calming down a lot. I actually couldn't make a video about half an hour ago. Wow, this typhoon just ripped through you, tore through you. I couldn't even get up because I'd got my full weight against that door and it was just blowing open and I was like that, and all the rain were coming through the roof, coming through the cracks. So really bad. So now hopefully I can have a little rest and I can just keep walking around to get warm. You know, I've seized up with cold. Right guys, hopefully this typhoon, you know, not bad. It's just not good. It's just not good. Right, like I said, I keep repeating myself, but, you know, I don't know. Don't know where dogs are. I told Jovelyn, I said, bring dogs in the house, bring them in. And don't know where the dogs have gone, but they've gone. So, don't know where they are really. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the door, and if it rips open, I'm just going to have to put my body weight against the door. So that's what I'm doing all the time. So it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort. Right. You know, it's a male typhoon, it's wind, but God Almighty, it fetched that rain as well. And the rain, it's unbelievable. There's a small crack in that door and force of rain coming through that little crack. God, unbelievable. Right, better go to the door. Like I prefer to be outside than be in house, even though it's raining and it's cold and it's windy. I just prefer to get out there, but I can't do a video while I'm out there. And like I said, it's against window. Watch this window. Right, not a lot I can really tell you, just but this typhoon's hit is very bad. Simple as that really, it's just hit is very bad. And it's took the roof, so don't know how bad it is on top here. Right, better go to this door now, because it's blowing open. Wow. Right guys, like I said, shit is bad. Don't know how bad it is. I don't know if it's going to keep on. It's very strong. Don't know if this typhoon's going to keep on all day. Hopefully it stops, it slows down. So simple as that really. But I can't believe damage it's done. I'm looking at the house here and you see them blowing some of my trees away. it's ripped the trees away. I'll show you now. That gap. It's just blowing them away. Right, like I said, look. Jesus. One of the dogs, other dogs there. They're not allowed in. They're not allowed in because it was flooded in the house. It's one of our sheets off our roof. See, told you. You know, earlier on, I thought it, you know, didn't think we were going to get it that bad. But that just goes to show. Right guys, earlier on, like I said, wow, get to this door. It's very hard to make a video because I'm having to stand at the door. So I'm having to stand at the door.
The lock's broke.
Because the lock's bust, it's broke. So I can't lock the door, so I'm still like this. So it's very hard work. And Jovelyn's trying to do some cooking. And we haven't got any electricity. And you know, I'm sure we won't have any electricity for quite a long time. So I'm sure we won't have any electric. So I think we're on a Tuesday now, Wednesday now. So it's gonna be a long time before we get some electric, I'm sure. So don't know how we're gonna upload videos and it'll be a struggle to cook. So like I said, please help support in the way of a dollar.
Let them listen out.
Yeah. Hopefully when I get outside.
Not just then keep them listening to the roof.
Yeah. So you've seen what's so crazy about it, you know, smashing at roof. Really crazy. And it's really annoying and you get really tired because you're holding this door shut and you've got the wind pushing you and it's a fight to keep the door shut because the lock's bust. But these little cracks, you won't believe it. You won't believe how much water is forced through there. So for about 3 hours I got changed 2 or 3 times and I were absolutely drenched. Jovelyn, as you've seen earlier on, she were outside and I've just checked the dogs are here, they're okay. And hopefully when this typhoon's gone, the winds calm down, it's probably going to be into tonight. I might even just have to sleep here. So, you know, at the door, whether I get wet or not.
Here, guys.
I think they can hear that. So, right, so hopefully when I get outside I can show you what's happening. But, this is it.
Don't make it a voiceover. That's real.
No, I only make it a voiceover, Jovelyn. When there's music, because it's copyright.
Because it's real.
Yeah, it's real. It's definitely real. It's definitely real. And like I said, now I know you need to prepare for a typhoon, not just think that it's gonna fly past, you know, because it just won't. And you just never know what's going to happen. We knew a typhoon were going to hit Negros. Like I said, I think we're on Wednesday now. And, you know, hopefully, because I'm so tired, we're holding this door. And this rattling, it does your head in, so to speak. And, you know, hopefully I can get outside and start to clean up and do some things.
Tuesday.
Right, guys, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, not Wednesday, it's Tuesday. I lost a day. Right, so just gonna go back to the door and make sure the door doesn't blow open or it rips the door off. So, you know, Tuesday, Right, take care, God bless. I've uploaded a video, it should be on. I've actually scheduled it for about 20 past 3 today. And like I said, for this video, it's going to take quite a while now. Don't know later on in week, but like I actually said, for the ones that actually can support in the way of $1, very much appreciated. Take care, God bless. Hopefully I can get outside soon and just do some work, get some things done instead of just sitting here listening to all this crazy wind. And check the dogs, see if the dogs are okay. Take care, guys. Oh, looks like these guys have come out for a look. What they're doing is they're looking up our path, up our garden, looking at that. Roof blown off. And like I said, what's so hard is holding this door. Looks like the dog, she's just sat there. Well, I don't know where the other one is. Right, there's a few people out. It's blown a lot of jackfruit off the trees. Blown all these guys that are out now. All that belongs to them. They work, but they also have a little crop. And look, it's gone all the way through the crop. Same with mine. It's destroyed all mine. And it's actually took all that, look, all that front away. Can't believe it's ripped. It's ripped trees, shrubs out of there, and they've gone. So that's just how powerful this typhoon is. I can't go out for a walk around, which I'd like to, because I'm having to stop here to keep this door here secure. So I'm turning my phone off now, guys, and hopefully the next video I actually make, I can get outside and I can show you what's happened. Right, have a great week. Typhoon weather here in the Philippines. I don't know about a great week, but on the other side, if you're wherever you are, take care, God bless. Everyone, right, you can see that light. It's a broken light, it's a solar. We bought it about 2 years ago. It's broke, but it's working, so at least we've got light. Now, I think the electric's going to be off for a couple of days. Don't know when we'll be able to actually manage to... Jovelin's there. Don't know when we'll manage to get electric back. Me and Jovelin, well, I was sawing all my trees and pulling all my trees, and fences have blown down, trees have blown down. So I was cutting them, and I could hear this boom, boom, boom. And Jovelin, she went to shop for one egg. And the girl over that side, a few houses away, said, your roof's blown off, miss. She says, because we know it's blown off, because it's here in our front yard. So that's where the roof's gone. It's gone a few houses over into someone's front yard. And I heard Jovelin, and she said, we need to tie this down on the roof. I looked round, and I come round back here to the side. I'll show you tomorrow. And Jovelin's climbing up fence, and she climbed up this pole, and she climbed onto the roof, and I says, get down, get down, I'll do that. Then she just walked up onto the roof. So I thought she'd already got somewhere, so I thought I better climb onto the roof. So I climbed onto the roof, and one of the panels, I had to pull it down, and Jovelin tied it with some string and then some wire. So tomorrow I have to go back on the roof and try and tie things down. So wow, this typhoon, Jesus, that's the door. So all I've been doing all day is holding that damn door. So it's a fight, a 12-hour fight on and off. Wow, really hard work. And like I said, I'm freezing me. I've got a thermal under this. Yeah, it's cold now in the Philippines, so yeah, it does get cold in the Philippines. And that's due to this typhoon. Now, Jovelyn got on about going to Mercia, to the neighbour. Same with the neighbours, everyone's got the trees blown down, bits flying off their house, and I'm sure it's devastated quite a lot of people. But, you know, typhoon, not very good, not much fun, and like I said, it's a fight, and it's not much fun at all. So now we've got a damaged roof, doors bust, and I'll show you tomorrow because it's just dark. And let me put this on here, my shoulders are killing. It feels like I've been training, overtraining, so I'm sure I'll be sore tomorrow. But you know, so I climbed up on roof, folded it down, and Jovelyn put some string on it and a bit of wire, and I thought, that's not going to hold it. And we think now the typhoon's blown through. And everyone basically know about this typhoon. I know about this typhoon. You know, I even said in the previous video, what I do, guys, is I schedule my videos. So if I've got a video now and I upload it, I might schedule it for tomorrow at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So tomorrow, when I try to upload a video, when I can actually try to upload a video, it'll be scheduled. Because I have to schedule it because we don't have an internet connection, and we rely on peso Wi-Fi, and we don't have any electric. And Jovelyn said we need a power bank, and I says, I know. She says, we could do a generator. I says, I know. We just haven't got it. So it's as simple as that. But, you know, like I said, I've probably repeated this 1,000 times. You know, forget about liking and subscribing. You know, if you can actually help support in the way of $1, very much appreciated. And like I said, crazy typhoon. The dogs are okay, so we've got a lot of the mess on the front. Took the fence down. I got a nail in my finger, so my finger was bleeding like crazy, and I managed to stop the bleeding. I squeezed it, so I kept squeezing my finger, so I kept squeezing it, so a lot of blood came out, just in case I'd got any rust or shit, mucking in the cut, so to speak. So I just kept squeezing it. Oh, I've had that many nails in my hands and fingers, so that's what I do. If I get a nail, a rusty nail, I squeeze it to make sure there's no rust in it. So, you know, so that's what we've been doing. We've been up on roof, and I am actually scared of heights, but I'll be up there tomorrow because I need to wire it on, and we need to wire this corner on. And right, so we've been in an earthquake. That earthquake, wow, that is an unsettling thing, an earthquake, not much fun. Just looking at the time. And what we're going to say now. And typhoon, you know, we had a little bit of a typhoon last year, and everyone knew this typhoon was coming to Negros, Bacolod, Murcia, San Carlos, coming all the way down through this island. Occidental, you know, this is Negros Occidental, and then there's Negros Oriental. One means north and one means south. Right, so it's come through, so the typhoon's actually come through. I've got a banging headache, I've got cold. So I were up the side of this door holding it, and I was wet through, so my clothes were wet through, got changed, wet through, and there's little gaps in this door, and I mean airline cracks. Wow, all water with force of that wind just blowing it, you know, with a typhoon. You know, I'm trying to look out at window there and hold this thing back, and then when it calmed down for a few seconds, I looked through a window and I thought a guy had run past, and then I looked and it were a tree flying past window. And like I said, our house roof, some of it's actually gone into the neighbours. Now we're okay, but electric's out. So it's just a little bit of hardship. So long as everyone's safe, no big problem. And we can do hardship, can't we? We can do without a cup of coffee. I can do without food for a day too. So no problem, I can do that. We're quite tough, aren't we, some of us? You know, so it's just, like I said, I'm sure it's absolutely took some people's houses, this thing. So this typhoon, I'm sure it's took someone's house. I know for a fact it will have, because I kept seeing trees blowing down all around here. Lots of trees. Went onto the road there to cut my trees down to stop them, you know, and blowing and ripping up, and to trim them, so to speak, so wind didn't get behind them. Same on the road's blocked, there's trees on the road, and suppose tomorrow, the day after, someone will move them off the road. See, still banging away. Should have climbed up with some wire. It's too dark now, I can't go up on roof. It's a little windy, but I think this typhoon's blown through, but you never know. So hopefully it's blown through. But like I said, Mercia closed, all the shops are closed. They knew this typhoon was coming. We knew it was coming, but we thought it would blow through and we wouldn't get the brunt of it, but we got it. We got full bore. So we got the brunt, we got the full force of the typhoon. We got it here through, straight through here. And I didn't expect it, to be honest, even though I knew it was coming, and I actually knew it was possible it was going to come through and cause damage. I didn't think it'd be as bad as it was. I made a video early this morning, and you'll see stuff blowing about and clanging, and you might see some trees falling down. That wasn't the typhoon. Even though it would have been crazy, that was a little wind. After that, God Almighty came through with wind, and that was the typhoon, the real typhoon. I couldn't leave this door, I couldn't move. I didn't leave the door because it had ripped off, and then it had probably took all the house inside, probably took the roof from inside. So I just kept here at this door, and I was there for hours and hours and hours. So not much fun at all. So, you know, like I said, I can do without food, I can do without a drink of coffee, I've got water, Jovelyn's got water, so we're okay here, the dogs are okay. And like I said, when I saw Jovelyn climb up the roof, I thought, what's she doing up on that roof? But she was up there, so I had to climb up. And hopefully tomorrow I'll climb up and I'll do the work up there, what needs doing. Well, I won't. I can only tie it down. We don't have the budget for the roof. Don't have the budget for the house door. So we just have to do what we can do. But like I said, you know, I'm running quite a while here. Looks like 11 minutes. I've got a few videos, guys. I might upload this video first. So, like I said, please help support in the way of $1. Take care, God bless. Please comment, please like, please share the videos, but please comment. Right, take care, God bless. It's quite cold here, there's no light here, and that's a solar light, which it's broke, but still works. It's up there somewhere. And that's the only tiny little bit of light. When that wind will lose power off that, I just go to sleep on the floor. I won't go into the bedroom, I just sleep on the floor. And that's what I do. I sleep on the floor. And sometimes Jovelyn, we sleep on the tile floor. I do a video about it some other time. So, stuck in the Philippines. You know, but what can you do? You have to laugh. Right, you have to laugh. Even if it's damaged, it's blown your house away, bad things have happened, you have to laugh. Even though it's, you know, you're in a bad way, so to speak, you just have to laugh. And you have to soldier on. So, soldier on, guys, if you've been in this situation. If you've been in this situation, you've been in this wind, typhoon, take care, God bless. Right. Like I said, please help support. Take care, God bless everyone, and please make a comment. I'm sure I'm going to be offline for a couple of days, but hopefully I can actually upload a video tomorrow just to tell you guys what's happening here and just to let you know the situation.
And to update.
Just an update. Right, take care, God bless. I'm just going to lay on the floor because I'm really, really tired. But like I said, when all this stuff were going off and it were blowing around and ripping things out, I did a video that that's not the typhoon. It looks like a typhoon. Like I said, you know, the Lord Jesus blew a typhoon through this place for some reason. I'll chat about that some other time. Guy in the plaza, we had a joke about that. You know, if you look into, I'll remember, if you look into another country, this country has started to worship devil. If I remember, I'll carry that topic on. Right, have a lovely day, take care, God bless. So at least we're still alive and we've got a solar light for now. Take care, guys. Say take care.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.